Hi, and welcome to IB English 11. My name is Laura Schulenberg-Cole, and I'm going to be your teacher this school year. The first thing I want to say is that it's going to be okay. We are going to have a fantastic school year. I truly believe this. We're flexible. I am excited to start the school year with your students, and I know that there's been a lot of uncertainty, but I would like you to feel certain in the fact that this, no matter the format, there is going to be a lot of learning that happens and a lot of support this school year. I've often joked is like you can put me in front of a classroom on a computer screen, you can throw me out in the lawn, and I'm going to be able to teach and to do it clearly and effectively. So I want to put a little bit of your nerves at ease. Even though it's a different format, school's still happening, and it's going to be a great year. I've put together a little slideshow here that I'm going to also email out to you, so you can reference this at any time, but also have access to any of the links that are embedded in it. As you kind of started talking about me, this is my 22nd year teaching English. I love teaching. I love literature. I have a bachelor's degree in English from Northwest Missouri State. I'm a huge Bearcat fan. If hopefully at some point you're going to be back in my classroom and you'll see all the Northwest stuff I have all around. But if that doesn't happen for a while, I will totally be supporting some of my images with a lot of Bearcat images as well. But I love Northwest. My family all went there. We were family of the year in 1997. My blood runs green. I also have a master's degree in English. My focus has been Renaissance literature, if you think Shakespeare in that era. I had a full fellowship to Oxford, where I studied for a semester English literature, Shakespeare and Chaucer. And right now I am finishing up my PhD in English and religious studies from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. I am been writing my dissertation for the past handful of months and still writing it, and I hope to finish it by the end of the school year. I'm also an instructor at UMKC. I've taught college at Northwest Missouri State as well. I have identical twin daughters who are also in the LSR 7 school district. So we are going to be all working together in this new format of learning. I love Birkenstocks in Hamilton. I will probably quote Hamilton quite a bit. And I have a 21-year-old cat named Slick. So I'll probably be, showing images of Slick as well. But those are some things just about me, so you know who is teaching you this year. Our first meeting will be on that first day of school. I will send out an email to all students with a Google Meet link. And that point, just kind of introducing, going over syllabus and kind of our first lesson. I am notorious. I want to jump in. I am ready to get started with school. So your kids are going to start learning on day one, and I'm very excited about that. Our school schedule after day one, I have put this together for reference. You're probably going to be getting kind of a format like this from all of the teachers, but this kind of goes over what I'm going to be doing each day. Again, the contact information is like email me at any time, and you'll get a quick response back from me. But you can see from 7:10 to 8 a.m., that's teacher plan, getting ready, collaborating, giving feedback back to students. Monday and Thursdays are A days. That is not for our class. Our class is a 4th hour class, so we are going to be focused in on B days for IB11. So you can see right there, I put from 10:30 to 11 a.m. Google Meet for 4th hour. This is a rough estimate of amount of time. We will start at 10:30, but there's time it may go a little bit longer. It may be shorter depending on what we're doing. We might do breakout rooms, but that is trying to get us started, our initial plan. So you can see what your kids will be doing at that time. And then every day from 2 to 3 p.m., I have office hours available for students via email. I can set up Google Meets, whatever they need. So that's our schedule. Virtual class life. I think it's hard for all of us to imagine what this is going to look like, so I wanted to be as concrete as possible. I'm going to be using Google Meets to conduct live sessions that will take place 1 to 2 times each week. I know that seems very different than what we're expected to, like a 5-day-a-week class schedule. I've taught in block classes before. And so what it does is a lot of just setting up that foundation, going over that learning and giving some kids the time to work, ask questions, create meet in groups. So that kind of gets us established. And it's just like me standing in front of the class, going over that initial information or answering questions or providing new information, and then giving the kids some time to work on that. But also that will always be with support. I have a class website that is jam-packed with a lot of information. I'm going to give you that link here in a second, but that's where I'm going to be posting kind of our daily agenda. I will also be using Schoology that's where a lot of our information is going to be turned in. But I think for parents, a lot of times it's just easier to click on my class website link and be able to see kind of our agenda for today, and the assignments and everything is also posted there. We are with our Google Meets and kind of our class time, I'm also going to be available to do one-on-one tutoring if kids are needing it. I will post everything usually at the beginning of the week in folders on Schoology and also on my class website, and then go over that material in our face-to-face meetings there. I will communicate due dates very clearly, and again, available for any questions that you may need. The expectations for kind of our Google Classroom, and believe me, I am pretty easygoing and not too caught up on what to do and what not to do. You know, the big thing is just kind of getting kids used to this format, and that it's not super formal, but it is not super relaxed either when it comes to just kind of our surroundings and kind of our demeanor. So again, kind of our unsaid norms. I'm always going to want to see any of your pets. So if your cat's running around, have that cat ready and hold that cat up. I will love it. That's a great way to start our classes. So I'm not worried about that. If someone walks in the background, I don't care. That's fine. I just want kids to be comfortable with our classroom environment. If you're uncomfortable with being on video, just, send me an email, just talk to me about it. I understand there's all sorts of circumstances, but I am really looking forward to seeing kids and their faces. So that's always going to be my preference, but I get it. I don't care about dress code, just, wear a shirt. If you can't make it, if there's some reason you're absent, just communicate to me, because I want to make sure you get that information. And I'm going to try to record it as much as I can. So that's our virtual class live. The syllabus, I've linked our syllabus right here, and it goes over some of our face-to-face class information. But there's some things that are to a face-to-face classroom. So ignore some of those components. I just wanted to make one document for the whole school year, whatever form that looks like. So clicking on that, you'll see my syllabus, the course descriptions. There's a lot of information about the IB program, which I'm going to be talking about with our students on the first day. But the biggest thing is really about, my class website and then communication information. I know, we're looking at class materials. I'm going to be sending home on the school resource days, a big stack of books for the school year. So we have access to those. Obviously, the books are going to be the big foundation of our class. So, class materials, they just need their Chromebook. They need their class readings. Usually we need a 3-ring binder because their IB is requiring a learning portfolio, which I'm going to go over. And Post-it notes, because we're going to do a lot of annotation. So that's just kind of the general gist of class materials. As I said, I have a class website, which is very informative. It is easy to access. There's the website right there. But what you can see is you'll see posts such as that. Over in the side margin, you will also see a lot of links to my syllabus, our Flipgrid that we're going to be using MLA, our learning portfolio, but all of those things will be on that side margin and easily accessible to students and parents. So I work a lot from our class website. Reading and work expectations. Now, I know we all are kind of wondering what this is going to look like. This is going to be very different from last spring. Last spring, we were kind of working in crisis mode. Now we've got a good start, and it's going to be very much more familiar to last fall than it was last spring. So I want you to know with full support and grace and students that you're going to be expected to get assignments done within a set time limit. So much of this class is going to be based on discussion and working with the reading, and it needs to be done, prior to those class meetings. Due dates are going to be solid and clearly communicated, but you are also going to receive ample time to be able to get that work done. Also ample support. So let's, make sure that message is just as clear along with those very clear due dates. If a student has questions about assignment or is needing help or is struggling with the assignment, please communicate with me. Email me. If I need to come sit in your front lawn and go over it with you, I will. Just communicate with me. We are a team together working for our kids' support and success. So I know it's a lot different, but my priorities are about learning as much as they would in a brick and mortar classroom. Okay, it's going to be a great school year. Something to help that I'm going to be talking to kids with is the Pomodoro method, which is the tomato method. So I've given a couple links here about time management, especially because they're a little bit more independent this school year with that. So it's working in 25-minute intervals, taking a break, kind of recording tasks, but this is a great resource for them, which I'm going to be talking about. Academic honesty, unfortunately, it's something that comes along with in an English class and writing classes, but also the virtual aspect of this class. We're going to talk about plagiarism and academic honesty, so they will have support with making sure that they understand that clearly. But I've also linked the plagiarism policy and checklist for Lee Summit West. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. And lastly, I have more resources here. My website's there, a virtual classroom. I don't know. I gave into peer pressure and created one of them. You've probably seen them all over the internet. I'm not saying that that's going to be our primary focus, but I do have it linked on Schoology. But the biggest thing is it links to our class website. I've also included West's virtual learning expectations, which are already posted on the class website, and then some videos on how to use Schoology if you need help with that as a parent. So I'm going to click just really quickly over. You can see here is my class website, just very quickly, and then on Schoology, you'll kind of see how it's set up. I've posted my Bitmoji classroom, again, peer pressure. And then there's a great link for where on Schoology that's going to be posted there where students can post questions about assignments that are just general or specific. And it's also a great place for kids to go look and see if those questions that they may have already been asked and answered. So that's located there. I again welcome you back to school. I am excited to get started. Again, if you have any questions at any point, you've got my email. Please contact me anytime. I'm here to fully support your kids and you in this process. We've got it. It's going to be a great year. So thank you, and let me know if you need anything.